Hello guys, and welcome again to my channel. My name is Dennis. This is a creator's journey. On my most recent blog that I did at the Japanese trail, I talked a little bit about, how there's like families walking around, going to the trails and doing some hikes, and feeling like, going out um, into a forest or outside the city to enjoy some landscapes and stuff like that. It's a great isolation idea. Now the government has finally done it, and they have closed all state parks, and that kind of pisses me off for obvious reasons. But there is this chaos theory that's been burning my head, and I don't want to sound like that crazy guy, that just thinks the whole world is going to end. But we have been faced with many viruses, many diseases. There's still diseases out there we have no cure for that are killing thousands, if not millions, of people in the world. And with this whole COVID-19, this coronavirus that has been breaking out, everybody has different ideas, different ways of looking at things, and statistics. They're not true. They're somewhat true. I mean, you don't know what to make of it. But I'm really upset about quite a few things, and one of them, yes, it is my ability to go out, into the forest or anywhere, to do my blogs, to take some pictures with my photography, practicing on my videography. It's things like, when influenza came out, they made a big deal about it because it's a serious thing that affects weak immune system people. And while I believe that all precautionary measures should be taken, and to be safe and all that stuff, I don't remember doing any lockdowns, stopping factories and work and things like that. I remember giving advice about hygiene and washing hands and do this and do that. If you're sick, stay home. The whole thing that we're doing with coronavirus, except, it's still killing 17,000 plus people every day, influenza. And, it's come to, as people, we've come into terms that, hey, okay, that's the flu. Yeah, people are dying from it, but I'm going to do what I can to keep myself healthy and do what I can so that I don't spread my sickness to somebody else. I think that today and age, it's kind of scary how much control the government really has over us. They go from shutting down factories, restaurants, all kinds of different entertainment industries, to now even the parks, the state parks where people go hike. I mean, this is out in the open. It's nature. It's beautiful. There's a lot of space in between people. And if anything, I mean, you can always wear a mask and whatnot. Keep your hand sanitizer with you. While hand sanitizing doesn't kill coronavirus, it keeps you clean. It keeps you, germs and things like that from spreading. And I think that a combination of germs and viruses is what makes people really, really sick. And while right now the argument is, oh, well, we don't want to put our elders in danger and our loved ones in danger, I am 100% in agreement with that. But should we really be in lockdown? I mean, this is not a chemical warfare where, there's worse diseases out there that we're not really locking down for. And it's scary that the government can shut everything down. Like, Governor Inslee, who the heck is Governor Inslee? I mean, this guy hasn't done jack squat for the city except for ruining it and multiplying the homeless issue. And so, I have no respect for Inslee. I am so sorry, but it's not about politics. It's it's not about anything like that. But this guy hasn't done jack squat that has benefited any of us here in Washington State. And so, of course, you can tell I'm a little bit upset about this whole lockdown thing, and especially with the state parks. I think that's very unnecessary. And here's the other thing that, throughout history, there has been sicknesses, and diseases that have come out. And, there's been no lockdowns for that. And even though there's been thousands of people that have died from these things, the bottom line is that if you are infected with coronavirus, it doesn't mean that you are terminal. It doesn't mean death is around the door. If anything, the fear that that is true can make it worse, and your body will respond to that in a negative way. I'm not gonna say that there is no deaths. Of course, there's deaths. There's deaths with influenza every year, every day. There's people dying from that disease. There's people dying from cold. There's, car accidents. There is, we're not shutting down the freeways. The speed limit's still the same, all that stuff. But it's really scary that the government does have control of that, and people are so, yeah, that's the right thing to do. Let's give all the power to the government. Listen, we will not be able to contain this virus. This virus eventually will hit everybody. And right now, kind of cowarding and hiding and secluding ourselves, it's kind of skittish. It's skittish in a way that, what kind of survivors are we? Are we just fearful citizens in this world that anything can freak us out? I don't remember our society being so fragile and delicate. Big issues like AIDS, HIV. That thing was huge. That was like terminal. Boom, you got it, you're dying. And, everybody's cope with it, and there's medicine now, and people, taking more care of themselves, etc. This whole thing with anything that brings fear submits people out of, there's no will anymore. Like, you're forced to do what the governor says. You are forced to lock down. You are forced to not go anywhere. Hey, listen, we should still have a choice. Now, there's people out there that have been positive with the disease and with the virus, and they're going out there purposely getting other people sick. People think, oh, hey, let's stay locked down in the house, and everything is gonna be great. We'll just go ahead and order food. We'll order pizza, burgers, and Chinese takeout, and we'll just go and order all this food, and we'll be fine. We don't have to be, around a lot of people and getting sick from other people's diseases. When in reality, that's probably the worst thing that we can do. Now, I'm guilty because I have gone to restaurants and I have bought food and things, to eat. But, it's the chance that you take every day, whether people are in lockdown or not. There's always going to be those people that don't really care about your well-being. I've seen videos of people sneezing on elevator buttons, spitting on things, and, burgers being dropped on the floor. They put them back in the buns and they serve them to the customers. People eat it, all kinds of malicious things that people do. These are the people that don't care about your well-being. This is people that are the problem in society, but unfortunately we can't stop that. Excuse me. So really, this is just like a little video to just kind of put my opinion out there. If you have been affected by the coronavirus, maybe you've lost loved ones. I'm sorry. I truly am sorry for things like that happen to people. I lost my mother to cancer. I lost my father to a car accident when I was about 3 years old. Now, my mother has been passed for about 14 years now. And, those are things that I can't get back. But, we have learned to cope with it. And we know that our nature is to be born, live, and die. That's the order of things. And nobody can live forever. Nobody can keep everybody safe at all times. I think that we have our values backwards. We think that by stopping other people from being free, we are doing a big favor to humanity And really, we're not. At some point, somebody will get sick and somebody else is going to get sick. It doesn't matter how much you isolate. Somebody's going to get sick and people eventually are going to die from the disease. Now, I don't wish that on any of you or family members. I mean, I love my children. I love my family. I don't want any of them to perish for that. But, it can happen to any of us. If it was to happen to me, then it is what it is, and I'm okay with that. I think that if you really want to do something that helps, you shouldn't be afraid of getting the disease and, oh my God, I'm going to die. I have coronavirus. Oh, I'm going to die. Don't do that. If anything life has taught me is, learn to love and cherish the moments that you have with your loved ones while they're still alive. Coronavirus is not the only disease that can kill your family members or yourself. There's many things that can kill us. Many things. I've seen people, they don't smoke, they have a healthy life, a block from their house, boom, run over. I've seen people that say, oh my gosh, smoking causes cancer, and they get cancer. The people that are smoking, they don't get cancer. We don't know what's going to end our time on this earth. And so I just say, stop this chaotic, crazy way that you're letting the government control you. I was really looking forward to going out to a nice hike and just go out and take pictures. And even if I wasn't taking pictures, just to be able to go out outside the four walls in your house, relax. It's a health. It's healthy to keep your mind healthy. It's if your mind is healthy, your body will follow. And I am a true believer of that. The times that I have gotten sick with the flu or the cold, fevers of 104, and I'm not exaggerating. I really have been sick that bad. With the big soreness on your throat and you feel you're just gonna die. I've been through all of that, and what I have found that every time that I get sick, I'm stressing about something, I'm worrying too much, or something is not going on financially. As a provider, I got to make money, I got to be able to take care of my family. So there's a lot of things that make my mind unhealthy or unease. A disease is exactly that, a dis-ease. It takes you away from your comfort zone. But I have seen people that cancer-free, and a lot of times, the doctors can't even figure out why. But you know what? A healthy mind is a beautiful thing. And this advice I give to myself every day, and sometimes I get it. We can't shake it. We have to just, deal with things as they come. So, those kind of things bug me. It bugs me that people get pissed off at me because I think the way that I think. I think that, if everybody got infected right now, there's going to be a lot of deaths, but there's going to be a lot of recoveries. And those people that recover will be stronger for it. We have all these sayings, even in music, what won't kill you, make me stronger. Some things do kill you, and it's very unfortunate, but it's a fact of life. I think that the government should be thinking about the best way to help the economy is to help those that have had losses, things for funerals and arrangements and things like that. I think that's important for the government to get involved in. I think that, closing down a few things and keeping people inside, it is a good idea, but I don't think that's going to remedy anything. If anything, you're just going to slow it down. And what's going to happen is, instead of being in lockdown for 2 weeks, a month, it's going to be 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. Who knows how long it's going to be? But as long as we let the government keep us locked down, this is never going to end. I guarantee you. And I don't have to be a scientist. I don't have to be a doctor. I don't have to be any type of master doctorate, holding certificate person to tell you that the virus is not going to be killed. People that get the flu shots, even getting the flu shots, if we have a vaccination for the flu, even those people that get those shots still die because they can't surpass it. It is what it is. And so instead of living in fear, in chaos, hey, you know what? Let everybody go to work. Let everybody be free. Just hygiene. Wash hands. Wear a mask if you need to while this thing is going on. You can't wear masks for the rest of your days. You can't wear masks for the rest of your lives. You just can't do that. So I think that instead of everybody just panicking and being all chaotic about it, they should be really giving out a message of strength, courage, and some hygiene. I think that those things will be the best healthy tips that I can give you. If you put in your mind that this coronavirus is going to kill you, chances are it probably will. You know what? But I've seen people that, when they're in the hospital, they're like terminal. But these people fight and fight. And when I mean fight, it's not like punching, fight up here in your mind. You keep thinking about your loved ones and you fight till the end, and if it's your turn to go, then you're going to go. But you know what? I don't believe that we're a generation of cowards. I believe that we're a generation of courageous people. And if you haven't thought about it that way, I urge you to think about it, because hiding from this is not going to solve the problem. We're just delaying the inevitable. And I think that's a very serious matter that we should take into consideration. We need to, if you have faith, you need to seek God. If you believe on the energies of the universe and positivity, well, you better reach out for that. Because if you don't have a healthy mind, you're going to get sick and you might just fail. It's very encouraging when we're feeling down, and there's people that that die from depression, and you know what I mean by that. But there is like people that somehow they come in and they make a change, and all of a sudden there's a smile on this person's face, and all of a sudden they feel like, hey, you know what? It's not the end of the world. Yeah, you know what? There is faith. There's hope. This is our faith that will make us believe that something is better than what it is. And I think that that's probably going to be one of the best medicines that we can have. Now, I've been ranting a lot here for the last 18 minutes. I apologize about that, but I really feel like I need to express myself, and this is the way that I can do it. This is a creator's journey, and this is one of those things that I will never expect to happen, but it has become a crisis. And I think that this crisis can be avoided by not being panicky or creating chaos for nothing. I think that we need to be stronger than that. And you know what? If you watch this video, hopefully you have gone through everything already and that you have surpassed this time. But if you watch this video and you're seeing loved ones and you're going through struggles, if you take anything out of this video, is stay positive. Keep yourself happy. Enjoy the minutes that you have with family so that you have no regrets. And enjoy life as you have it. And, whether you're rich, whether you're poor, it shouldn't matter. I get it. We're broke, we're poor, and, we stress, and, we can get depressed. But having family around, having someone, friends, loved ones, it's a big help. So with that being said, if you've been watching this video, thank you so much for watching. My prayers go out to everybody. I hope that we can all overcome this together. But don't let the government tell you what to do. The moment that you let the government run your household is the moment you lose your freedom. Till next time, be blessed.